Alright, so look, man. Rapper Blac Youngsta, a part of Yo Gotti's CMG label, if you're familiar with hip hop at all. They're based out of Memphis, Tennessee. But nonetheless, there was a long feud between Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. And of course, Blac Youngsta, he was on Yo Gotti's side. He kind of entered the beef as well. And in 2017, Charlotte, North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, it was CIAA weekend, Young Dolph car was shot at 100 times. Well, correction, over 100 times. And that's where you hear Young Dolph's response on Call the 100 Shot, mocking the fact that he was shot at 100 times and still lived. Now, allegedly, Blac Youngsta was tied to that shooting. He went to court for it and all. If I'm not mistaken, the charges were eventually dropped. But we fast forward into November 17th, 2021. Young Dolph was murdered in Memphis, Tennessee. And once again, people started attaching Blac Youngsta's name to this crime. And since then, if I'm not mistaken, 2 of 3 of Blac Youngsta's siblings, his brothers, were murdered. Now in total, Blac Youngsta has had 3 brothers. His brother Ronnie B, rest in peace to him, he was murdered in 2016. In 2019, another one of his brothers, Heavy Count TD, he was murdered. And now his third brother, he was just murdered within the last 48 hours at a gas station in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, as we all know, the internet is going to internet. So they're saying this death is retaliation for Young Dolph, especially considering the fact that Young Dolph's birthday just passed. What was it, 2 days ago? Wow, that's crazy. So Young Dolph's birthday was 2 days ago, and I think Blac Youngsta's brother died 1 day ago. So that is quite a coincidence right there. But however, I'm not going to tie this directly to Young Dolph's murder. I will say this though, you never get away with anything. Just because you are alive and well doesn't mean that you got away with it. If this was retaliation for Young Dolph's death, and if Blac Youngsta did have something to do with Young Dolph's death, this blood is on his hands. So when y'all go out there and act off of emotions without thinking logically, right? You put the people that's close to you in jeopardy as well, not only yourself. They are now targets too. Now, I don't know if that's what happened in this situation. I don't want to speculate too much. Condolences to all of Blac Youngsta's brothers. Rest in peace to them, and also rest in peace to Young Dolph. But man, I think it's about time Blac Youngsta take just a look at life, a life reflection. You don't get but so many warnings, man. Eventually, if you don't pay attention to the lesson, you're just gonna fail the test. But that's my thoughts on it. How do you guys feel about it? Drop it down in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.